All right, folks, good afternoon, good morning. Bell work should be out. Your device obviously should be out, otherwise you would not hear me. All right, make sure you got your bell work done. I really want you to focus on number 3. Okay, number 3, name this peninsula. That is the Iberian Peninsula. And then number 4, country, we should know is Spain. Number 5, continent is pointing to Africa. All right, so here we have the kingdoms that we're going to start with. Cordoba down there, Frankish Empire, Byzantine Empire. All right, so Charlemagne's empire is the Frankish Empire. 215 years after Justinian died, we still have the Byzantine Empire. Now we're going to be focused on that black circle over Spain, Cordoba. The Moors from Africa are in control of Cordoba at this time. Background. All right, what was the Reconquista? This is what we're going to be talking about today. The Reconquista. The Reconquista is a name given to a long series of wars and battles between the Christian kingdoms and the Muslim Moors for control of the Iberian Peninsula. Where is the Iberian Peninsula? In Spain. All right, so it lasted for a good portion of the Middle Ages from 718 to 1492. Folks, that's a long time. We had the World War II, one of the deadliest, bloodiest wars in all of history. More people died in that war than the other one, and that lasted for 4 years. This one lasted for over 700. All right, so the Iberian Peninsula is located in the far southwest of Europe. Today, the majority of the peninsula includes Spain and Portugal. It is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean seas, and the Pyrenees Mountains. Who are the Moors? The Moors were Muslims who lived in northern African countries of Morocco and Algeria. They called the land of the Iberian Peninsula Al-Andalus. So going back here, down here at the bottom, under Cordoba, we have Morocco. So Spain, modern-day Spain, or Cordoba, is right there for the taking. So beginning the Reconquista, Moors invade Europe. In 711, the Moors crossed the Mediterranean Sea from North Africa, invaded the Iberian Peninsula. Over the next 7 years, they advanced into Europe and controlled the majority of the peninsula. The Reconquista began in 718 when King Peleo and the Visigoths defeated the Muslim army in Alcama at the Battle of Covadonga. A lot of good names today, folks. This was the first significant victory of the Christians over the Christians by the Moors. All right, so many battles over the next several hundred years. Christians and the Moors, they kept fighting. Charlemagne would halt the Moors and advance the borders of France. But taking back the peninsula would take over 700 years. There were many battles won and lost on both sides. Both sides also experienced internal struggles for power and civil war. So you have multiple battles, multiple distrust and struggle for power within each civilization. So they kind of just keep going back and forth. All right, just a fight that will not end, obviously, for 700 years. All right, end of the Reconquista. The Catholic Church, during the latter part of the Reconquista, it was considered a holy war similar to the Crusades. The Catholic Church wanted the Muslims removed from Europe. Several military orders of the church, such as the Order of Santiago and the Knights of Templar, fought in the Reconquista. Fall of Granada. After years of fighting, the nation of Spain was united when King Ferdinand of Aragon and Queen Isabella I of Castile were married in 1469. The land of Granada was still ruled by the Moors. However, Ferdinand and Isabella then turned their united forces on Granada, taking it back in 1492 and ending the Reconquista. I wonder what else happened in 1492. It was Ferdinand and Isabella who authorized the expedition of Christopher Columbus in 1492. I forgot that was coming, and then it just happened. That was special. After the Reconquista, Muslims and Jews who lived in Spain were forced to convert to Christianity, or they were expelled from the country. Nothing like a little bit of freedom of religion, folks. Okay, so let's select the time period. This is 756 AD. Your green is basically area that is controlled by the Muslims or Islamic cities. Now, Down at the bottom, you probably can't see it, says Christian kingdoms. So the Castile, the Leon, the Franks, all of these are going, this is 940 AD, and all of these are now controlled by Christian kingdoms. Fast forward almost 100 years, they're taking more of Spain, more and more of Spain, more and more of Spain, more and more of Spain, and finally the Iberian Peninsula in 1492. So now, all of it is now modern day Spain, all right? Major cities you can see in the blue, but it is now a Christian kingdom once again. All right, so make sure you have your comp book out. Again, this is referenced on page 279 in your textbook. If we were to describe who controlled the Iberian Peninsula in the 700s, the Moors were a Muslim group from North Africa that ruled the Iberian Peninsula for over 700 years. Again, you don't have to write this. I will tell you what to write down eventually. Many schools, mosques, and libraries were built. Muslim schools, that was, and Muslim libraries. Moors had libraries of ancient Greek and Roman texts, classical literature. So, you do need to write this down. It will pop up on your plate posit. The Reconquista was a 770-year conflict between the Spanish and Portuguese Christian kingdoms and the Islamic Moors. The goal was to reconquer the Iberian Peninsula. So again, we have different maps that show who controlled it and who controlled it when. We will watch this. I'm probably gonna have you copy and paste this into your a new tab. All right, and in your conclusion, this will show up on your plate posit as well. What was the goal of Reconquista? And number 2, how were the Crusades similar to the Reconquista? This one, think of what the Crusades are about and what the Reconquista is about. Who is fighting and what are they fighting over? All right, folks, that is all. Make sure that you have your notes down. Make sure that all of your plate posit is finished. Do not start talking. What you need to do, I think about 3 of you have finished your writing assignment from yesterday, so make sure that you are working on that. Toodaloo.